the cash, look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding, we act a fool for. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Fair Gama stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matt back, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
I don't do that.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Corey Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Detroit! Detroit! No.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
No. Check. Patriot! Now let's go!
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Watch him now, Barney.
They get it to him running left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Gone! Now let's go. Green.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Nick O'Leary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. His first carry of the game. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down. At the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to go for a big play down. It's caught at the 10. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Blue 90. Gone!
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They're going to look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! All right, here we go. Boom, landed!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking long for his tight end. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. The 20. And all the way. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And he drops this off to Townsend, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now He's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
Here we go now.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. Over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Barney. Over.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. They come out here in the eye.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Gone. Now let's go. Boom, landed.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone.
They'll drop the throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gone! Detroit!
Back to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Detroit! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're ready to move to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now Gallman, and he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Always laugh with and I'm like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Crowder. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Demario Davis. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Our are you going to win it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This one caught by Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
They'll set up to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll drop to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he floats one there, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs keep possession of the football.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A handoff. Barkley running left. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll drop the throw. And he rifles one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for New York. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
23 yards on the play.
But that's pretty much how they teach as a DB. Hit him and have some force with it. Yet he still caught the football and got the yardage he needed.
A little deflating.
Very much so.
Defensively.
Yeah, because you're trying to police up that area, and you don't want him to come in there, and you're hoping some good hard tackles will keep them out of there. In this case, he just shrugged it off and went ahead and got what he needed.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Out to the left here to Reed. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. What a nightmarish game he's having now. That he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Green 39.
Again, it's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, Barkley. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Giants, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast.